Oh, sorry. Y'all couldn't hear me. Y'all couldn't hear me. Y'all couldn't hear me. Sorry, man. This new first stream. Technical difficulties. I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me. I had to check it out. What's up? Welcome everybody to the RYL Texans, talk, showcase, man. I'm your boy Blast Off. This is something new for me. If y'all can hear me, I'd appreciate it if you can let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. I want to know what you got, if you guys can hear me, because this is a test stream. Bro, this is something new for me. This is my passion. This is what I've been into for a long time, man. And I've been wanting to do this live thing for a long, long time. And so here we are. We here now, baby. We ain't slowing down. We're not gonna slow down. This is something that we've been working on for a long, long time. I am your boy Daryl Blastoff. Let me check and make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Let me see here. This is my first show, so let me see if y'all can even. Am I even getting heard? Are we live? Are we live? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we are live. We live in effect. Just let me know if you can hear me. If somebody can leave a comment or anything, man. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, somebody let me know if they can hear me. This is something brand new for you, boy. And well, here, man, we gonna this is something really I dedicate to the fans of the Houston Texans, man. I like to get around like-minded people that love the team just as much as I do, and as excited as I am about what we have going on here. Those that are real, true, diehard fans, we've been through hell and high water with this team, and we on the upper end of the of where we going now. We getting respect now. We getting people are starting to recognize that we are in the mix of who we are. They starting to give us our respect. If you're a Texan fan, you know damn well that, hey, we were always the team that at our highest peak, we were respectable. We were respected. Like you can't play around with them. But now we at a point to where I think people gonna fear us. That's starting to fear us again. We've been in certain situations. Back in 2012 with Matt Schaub, Arian Foster, Andre Johnson, J.J. Watt, all of those guys, man, we were respected. But now we feared, man. And we're in a good place. And I thought, what better time than now to do what we're doing? What better time than now to step out and join the ranks of all those who aren't scared to put their face out there and put their content out there to show their love and dedication to the team, man. I mean, I'm always around the team. Every chance I get. I will be in the house tomorrow night for the Bears-Texans game. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna rock that joker out, man, tomorrow night, 7:30, man. We I think we hadn't had a primetime game of this magnitude since 2016. I can't be sure, but we got a full schedule of. I seen from October 31st to November the 18th, we got like 3 straight nighttime games. 3 straight nighttime games. And hey, it's gonna be lovely, man. The Jets, we have the Jets coming up. Is that Halloween night? Yeah. And man, I hate that we got to go back there. Why do we have to go back there? That field is crazy. That field is fucked up out there. In the New York Jets, is that Jersey? I don't know where the hell that field is at, but that turf is messed up, man. And so we got to go out there again and run the risk of somebody getting injured. We just came off of Lucas all slick turf. They put oil or something out there because everybody was slipping and sliding this past week, man. And nobody can get their footing round on that turf they got out there in Lucas Oil Stadium. They ought to call it Lucas Oil Slick Turf because I don't know what that was. But yeah, man, it was a great game. We brought in some great weapons. Nico Collins is making a name for himself. One thing about the Texans, we've always been blessed to have an elite wide receiver. I don't know any point in time in Texans history that we weren't able. We draft well when it comes to wide receivers, and Nico Collins is no exception. Tank Dell is no exception. We always have an elite, but now the crazy part is we got 3 number ones, 3 guys that could be number one on any team. Tank Dell, Nico Collins, and of course Stephon Diggs, man. We got 3 guys, man, and with the quarterback, we have the perfect setup. I mean, it hasn't been a time like this. We've always had one guy and then complementary guys that you would hope could contribute. You know, Will Fuller couldn't stay healthy when he was paired up with DeAndre Hopkins. When Andre Johnson was on his way out, DeAndre Hopkins came in and, you know, he was letting you know that he was going to be a star. I think he caught a tough catch against Tennessee, and we were like, oh, yeah, he's going to be that boy. Then he had that Hard Knocks video of him breaking down what was his name, man? I forgot his name. That corner for Washington, man. I can't remember. Somebody put in the chat if you remember who that guy was that on Hard Knocks, DeAndre Hopkins. He broke him down, man, on a route on a route in practice, and they almost started a fight. But man, it was no time. I remember it being no time in Texans history that we've had the luxury of having luxury wide receivers, elite wide receivers throughout our history. So Nico Collins being drafted in the 3rd round, man, from Michigan was no exception. Man. The guy is top tier, man, elite. You know, he's earned his money, and guess what? He's not even getting paid as much as the top receivers in the league. So we got him for a great price. He's a team-friendly deal. Nick Caserio is doing magic out there, man. Nick Caserio is making wonders happen. You know, Nick Caserio is doing his thing, man. What I will say is that if you look back at our luck from even way to the Oilers days, we've always been that yeah, but type of team. Even back from the Oilers versus Buffalo Bills, man, Houston, when it comes to football, has been snake bit. But I don't know, and we're not gonna jinx the team. We're not gonna jinx what we have currently going on. But I got a feeling that, man, this foundation, you don't have fear. I personally don't have any fear that we can pull off what we can pull off, man. If we were blessed with C.J. Stroud, and this guy, he plays like he's been in the league for 5-6 years. You know, I think he'd be the first to tell you this past weekend with the Indianapolis Colts, I think he'd be the first to tell you he was just knocking the rust off. Because he played good, but he had some throws that I know he would want back, and thank God for penalties and you know, some blown plays and some busted coverages by Indianapolis doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing that caused them to get the ball back. And one of their corners caught a pass, intercepted a pass, but he stepped out of bounds. But then there was a flag on the play regardless. But I think CJ will be one of the first to tell you that he didn't play his best game, you know, that game. Joe Mixon was AFC Player of the Week. What a steal. What a steal we got for Joe Mixon. Joe Main Man Mixon. Joe Main Mixon. That boy got a hard-nosed, old-school running style where he delivering punishment, and he got smarts, and he's finding those holes. He's showing, and we retained Dameon Pierce, and I think that Joe is showing Dameon Pierce, you know, teaching him. We need a Joe Mixon to teach Dameon Pierce, you know, this is how you have patience. This is how you have vision, you know, because, man, that dude put up numbers that we hadn't, you know, seen in a while. You know, and the dude was the AFC Player of the Week. You know, and you know, Kenyon Green. This is for the people that doubted Kenyon Green, because it's a lot of fans, and I must say, I'm not gonna call you die-hard fans. Anybody, I'm gonna tell you like this: anybody that stepped back on the Texans when they were going through their hard times, and it's a lot of people that fell off when DeAndre Hopkins was shipped off. There was a lot of people that heart was broken, especially when J.J. Watt slipped off. A lot of people stepped away and when their hearts were broken, when JJ went on ahead and decided that he was going to move around, and people's hearts were definitely broken when Deshaun Watson went through all he had. He was the great hope for the town. He was the one that was going to pull it. All the talk was, we're going to win a Super Bowl one day with Deshaun Watson. That was the talk of the town. We were going to win a Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson. But all these snake-bitten moments led to this. Even Lovie Smith, and I don't know if the brother was really trying to blow our chances at a number 1 pick or whatever, but man, thank goodness he did. Thank goodness this brother did, because I don't know if we would have took Bryce Young number 1 overall. I don't know. I don't know if we would have took Bryce Young over on number 1 overall. I don't know that. I can't say that. I think we would have, but thank God that we didn't, because our guy has been godsend. He's been a godsend, man. The dude from day one stepped on, looked like like I say, the dude looked like he'd been playing ball for 5-6 years. You know, he's doing what they said Joe Burrow was doing in the beginning. Now, Joe Burrow, as of late, has been struggling a little bit, but he got to stay on the field. You know, he has to stay on the field. You know, you can get injured and get taken out, and that throws a little rust on you. I think Joe going to start up. He's going to start his engines up a little later on in the season. Give him 2 or 3 games. But what we have, man, we're blessed. We're blessed right now. You got to think about, you know, what we have. Think about this game. Stroud, man, this dude is crazy. Did you remember on one of those drives last game, Stroud dropped back, I think it was 3rd and something, and the dude broke out for a run, man. And I was watching a little a clip on Twitter. Joe Mixon was saying, man, I was telling this dude, we didn't realize this dude had this much speed. Bro, you need to run to pick up some first downs. Now, I felt that. But what I will say is what Stroud been doing, been working, and he won Rookie of the Year by doing what he's been doing. So I think I can get guys to agree with me when they say that, look, CJ, yeah, run when you can if you see it, but we don't want you doing that, bro. We don't need anything we don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? Do what works for you. If you see something wide open, yeah, go take it, but don't try to turn in the Lamar Jackson or Justin Fields or anything like that. Stick to what you know, bro. If you see it, take it. Yeah, of course, clear cut. We need that 5-6 yards. Go get that. You know, and we got Diggs, man. Diggs, you know, he had 2 touchdowns, and he was happy. You could see in the interviews he was happy. With Diggs, man, I hope that what they're saying is not true. I don't know Diggs outside of what he was doing in Minnesota and Buffalo, and there was always something seeming to find the brother. But the brother seemed happy here. He got him 2 TDs. You know what I'm saying? He happy. You know what I'm saying? You got to feed that beast. He a beast. He want the ball. You got to feed him. You know, Kalen Bullock, you know, made that interception. A young stud. Dude is a young stud, man. The dude is a young stud, man. All these guys are studs, man. The team is just loaded with talent. This is the most. Can anybody tell me? I think this is some of the most talent that we've ever had on this team. You know what I'm saying? I think this is some of the most talent that we've ever had on this team, man. You know, this got to be consistent talent at all levels. Now, what I will say is I don't think they're going to have as bad as a game in the secondary as they had last week, because although, you know, Richardson was like 9 of 19 or whatever that was, they got to watch out in that back end on that secondary, bro, because they gave up some big plays. Uncharacteristically so, big play. I think they're going to be ready for that, because I think they know that the Bears are going to try to attack that. And even I even heard Kalen Bullock says that, you know, back at USC with Caleb Williams, he said that once Caleb Williams get out that pocket, he gonna make it happen. You see what I'm saying? He out the pocket. He's lethal out the pocket. So because he didn't even have that good of a game. Caleb Williams didn't have that good of a game. I'm gonna pull up the stats here, but that defense for the Bears is what won the Bears that game the other day. I think that the defense scored all of the points for the Bears. That ain't gonna be able to happen here. That shit ain't gonna fly here. You're gonna have to put up some points. Because that you're not gonna be able to come in here with half step, and we ain't the Titans. I think Danielle Hunter had 4.5 sacks last year against the Bears. They were all in the same division. So Danielle Hunter, I think he had 4.5 sacks last year. And so some reason, I think he's going to show up tomorrow night. I will be in the house tomorrow night, man. And, hey, I can't wait, Jeff Okudah, I didn't see what happened to him, but he on IR. So it's Kamari Lass at the time. I think they brought in another corner, a veteran corner. I'm not sure if it's what's his name. I can't remember the brother's name. I can't remember the brother's name, but I think they brought in another corner. But Jeff Okudah is on the IR. I don't know what happened to that brother, but or whatever they caused him. I didn't see the play that he went out. But one of the things that I can say with this new team is that it's not all on CJ anymore, which it wasn't last year, because you still had Devin Singletary doing what he did, and Case Keenum won us a game last year, a crucial game against the Titans. But one of the good things is like I say, it's not all on CJ anymore. The way Joe Mixon carried that rock, that boy was rejuvenated. That boy said he couldn't remember the last time he ran behind a fullback. That's all he needs. Joe Mixon, man. Boy came hard with it, man. Rumbling, old school, smash mouth football, bro. It's not all on CJ anymore. And that's one of the best things you can do, man, is to protect your quarterback and have other people where he ain't got to throw 30, 40 times a game if your running game is good, because that offensive line was mauling that D line of the Colts. That offensive line was mauling them dudes, man. Kenyon Green was the highest rated offensive lineman in that game. Kenyon Green, they wrote him off. I heard so many media people, so many fans, oh man, this is why you develop talent. The brother had talent at A&M. Number one, he was first round draft pick at A&M. The brother showed him something. He just had to get himself in his mind state to like, hey, listen, I'm here. I'm where I always want to be. Somebody had to sit there, brother, hey, man, you where you always want to be. Don't worry about what nobody else tell you. You here. You where you always wanted to be. You see what I'm saying? So all you got to do is take your work ethic to the next level, and it's going to show out on the field. And damn if it didn't, the dude was the best offensive line, and that's what we want to see. We're praying in the Lord's name that all these brothers stay healthy. Here on camera, we're praying that all our brothers stay healthy. Everybody came out clean for the most part. Jeff Okudah did get on all, like I said, but for the most part, everybody did stay clean and untouched. Then we thank the good Lord for that. And we're going to pray the same tomorrow. When we home tomorrow, we're going to have that joker rocking, man. We're going to have that joker rocking. Fans know that energy going to be crazy in there. It's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's the two common themes that happened last Sunday. It's two common themes that happened last Sunday. Nico Collins, twice with two of them with Nico Collins. Nico caught a deep ball on the Titan. Last time, Nico took it to the house. But it was also a scramble drill where play was broken, but CJ scrambled around, and guess who he found? Just like in the Colts game last year. He found Nico. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, it's crazy. And Nico, man, is a steal, bro. He is a steal of a wide receiver, man. Nico Collins is a steal, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank all y'all that's tapped in, man. This is my first stream here, man, and we're going to keep this thing rolling, man. Real Texans talk, baby. And if y'all got other teams, hey, we ain't hating on nobody. We just running through them. You know what I'm saying? Them Atlanta Falcons fans. Them Philadelphia Eagles fans, we running through y'all. You know what I'm saying? We running through y'all. I got a lot of partners that's rocking with Falcons and the Eagles and the Raiders and all that, man, we running through whoever we got to see. We don't see them boys this year, but when we do see y'all, we know we heavyweight now. You got to put some respect on our name, man. You know what I'm saying? We will be doing giveaways, man, for all the Texans fans, man. Somebody will win a game this year. I'm giving away a game. Haven't decided which one I'm giving away. I may give away one of the really good ones. But we are giving away one of these games. To one of the Texans fans, man, we're gonna get. I got a prize, man, for one of the Texans fans coming up, man. You can win a Arian Foster photo to hang up on your wall. Give me a second. Let me show it to you right quick. Give me right here. Hey, a fan, just leave a comment, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving this away. Hang it on your wall. This was my favorite, one of my favorite players. Andre Johnson is my favorite of all time. He's made me love the team. He made me, he gave me so many big moments in my life, man, with old Drake. But this is gonna be on the giveaway. I'm giving this away, man. Ship it to you. Let me know where you're in from. I'm gonna pick somebody to somebody. Somebody gonna win that. I'm giving that away. But anyway, it's going down tomorrow. Your boy, the Bears, man. They saying that, who remember Nick Wright? They used to work here. Now he big time on is it Fox? I think he's on Fox or whatever. I don't remember the network Nick Wright is on, but he used to work here at Sports Radio 610. He got us losing to the Bears. He was saying something about we've been having too many close games and that we barely beat the Colts. And so, bro, we're going to show this dude tomorrow. It ain't going to be no way that Nick Wright is finna Nick Wright. It ain't no way Nick Wright finna be right. He finna be wrong. But, man, these Bears ain't finna come in here, man, with this rookie quarterback and put any damage on us, dude. This dude, he didn't throw – he didn't have a good game. He had a horrible game yesterday. Not a horrible, but he didn't do anything to win to lift that team out of what it is. He didn't do anything to contribute to their victory. This dude is going to come down here and gonna have a rookie game, a real rookie game. I don't know. Jalen Johnson, I think he's gonna be a problem. You got to just watch out. But CJ, he knows that that secondary is nasty, and I think that he's already prepared for that, bro. He's already prepared to run through those guys, man. I want to give a shout out to Kyami Fairbairn, man. That dude hit 2 or 3 50-plus yarder kicks. The dude hit 2 or 3 50-plus yarder kicks. 2 or 3 of them. 3 of them, I believe, beyond the 50 in a row. Man, I seen him at the training camp. I say, Kyami, man, you the best kicker in the league, bro. You gonna win us. He gonna kick a big one for us and take us. He gonna be the one that's gonna kick the big one for us. Mark my words, man. He gonna kick the big one for us, man. Nico Ryans, man. He. What can we say? Coach is instilling his attitude towards the players, and the players love his attitude and his energy. And we don't know what they say behind closed doors. We don't know what they do or what they say behind closed doors over there on that team. I think that he got something that he instills in these players. He's relatable. He's played the game at a high level. He was Defensive Rookie of the Year. He knows the position. That's why our linebackers I just know our linebackers are going to be better than they've been a long time since who? That's why he had Blake Cashman shine last year. And think about Fred Warner when he was in San Francisco. Blake Cashman had a good game last week. Fred Warner had a great career. He turned Fred Warner, who wasn't even a first-round draft pick, into a elite linebacker, man. Christian Harris, he's injured right now, but when he come back, we need that speed. That dude's speed, and he's learning, man. He's motivating, man. Henry To'oTo'o, he gonna be all right. Azeez Al-Shaair, that's his boy. He got that experience. It's gonna be a good game, and so with all we've been through, with Deshaun leaving us and doing what he did, he had too much power, and he got big-headed, and he let that power go over his head, and he ended up going the wrong way about it. And with what they say, Uncle Ben say to Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. And this brother had all his power, but he couldn't control it. And he left us hurt, heartbroken. He dished us, bro. And God bless that brother and what he going through, but Deshaun been playing like trash lately. He ain't been able to stay on the field. He been playing like trash lately. The brother ain't been able to stay on the field. He ain't even been able to stay healthy. And so it's leaving rust on him, man. And I'm not saying karma is nothing. I don't know what karma the brother built up, but I can't say what the brother was doing in the offseason. But what I can say is that during the offseason, most times when I saw him, he was shopping with his girl. He walking in the Gucci store with the shades on and he on the yachts, taking pictures. His girl posted pictures on the yachts in Italy or wherever they were at. You know, nobody want to see that when you are the highest paid guaranteed money QB in the league, bro. Nobody wants to see that. See what I'm saying? And so we blessed, man. Our guy, man, hey, man, you know, his mom he was raised by a great family, man. I met his mom once, spoke to her briefly, you know, told her, hey, man, we know, keep your son the main thing. You raised a great son, you know. The dude is always giving praise to the Most High and all of that, and that's in them. You know, we need that down here. We need role models, positive role models. You know, brother said he gonna try to stop cursing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt that. We need these role models for these kids, man. And hey, pretty much it's self-explanatory that, you know, Nick Caserio should be considered. I don't know how he wasn't considered, or even, you know, GM of the year last year, man. This dude, do you know, first of all, do you guys realize how difficult it is for teams to find their quarterback? Texans are blessed. Y'all got to understand how blessed we are. We really didn't have major gaps. Like maybe Cleveland has had decades worth of bad quarterback play. Decades worth of bad quarterback play. Even we get respectable quarterbacks when we do, you know, we get respectable quarterbacks when we bring them in here. Ryan Fitzpatrick was a respectable quarterback. Brock Osweiler was a respectable quarterback. But we haven't had major gaps in great quarterback play. Because Matt Shaw was that guy, bro. If he hadn't never got his foot stepped on by pot roast, I think that's what they call him. Albert Hainsworth, I think is what his name was, from Washington. Man, I think we would have been in that AFC Championship game Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I think we would have been there. But Matt went off the cliff, started throwing pick sixes. Hey, pick six kid, he broke the record for consecutive pick sixes, man. Just pick six, pick six, pick six. Who remember when the fans were so pissed off in here? Because we love football. We love football is king down here. They just got to get the ring. Boy, if they get the Super Bowl down here, if they win one, you think the Astros shut something down. Oh, no, man. Houston is a football city, man. Everybody loved the football city, and they just was heartbroken. A lot of these fans got good reason to be heartbroken, you know. From the time with the Oilers to the time with Dom Capers, and then, you know, man, it's just heartbreak. The game, one of the most heartbreaking games that I can remember in recent times was when we was up 24, what was it, 24-0 on Kansas City? We were up 24-0 on Kansas City, man. 24-0. You know, and that just went total left when we thought I was hooting and hollering and cheering, and here come Patty. Here come Patty and old Kelsey. You know. Hey, man, we've been snake bit, but now, you know, we're going to knock on wood. Going down, man. Going down, you know. Got to give my boy, again, go back to Nick Caserio. You got to give that boy his flowers, man. That dude turned this team around when other teams have been in purgatory. And that's one reason, you know, I think Deshaun was pissed off because he didn't get a chance to pick who his, what's his name? Who he didn't get to pick the GM and all of that and the head coach. Bro, that's why you don't, look at what happened. This is why you don't let QBs, he's a quarterback. He plays QB, play his position. If he had stayed here, no telling what, it would have been easier to build up another, build up around the team. But thank God it worked out the way it worked out. Thank God it worked out the way it worked out, man, because it could have easily went, some other way had he stayed here, because the brother been injury prone now since he's been here. He's been injured. He's been injured a lot. Excuse me, since he's left, he's been injured. He didn't play much at all last year, So, because people forget, in 2020, Nick Caserio was the one that we wanted. We did want Nick Caserio during the COVID time. It was a COVID time, and remember Jack Easterby supposedly went out there and was chatting up with Nick Caserio, and they was finna hit the Texans with the tampering charges, and so they had to let him go. Bro, I remember being hyped, like, yeah, Nick Caserio. I remember being hyped about that. I remember being hyped about Nick Caserio coming through. Nick, we thought he was going to come, because you know what? A lot of people thought, oh, he'd come with that same old Texans just want to be the Patriots. Nick may have been the brain trust behind the Patriots, bro. I don't know. I heard him. He was labeled the de facto GM while he was out there. That brother spent 19 years out there under Bill Belichick. And who knows? The brother might have been the de facto GM while he was out there. Because since he left, Bill Belichick lost his job, and whatever else happened after that, I don't know. But the brother ain't done nothing. But we have our own identity. Do you realize? We have our own identity. We don't have no Patriots identity. We don't have any. We are our own team, man. The culture. Them guys are praying and listening to gospel music before the games, man. It's a whole new vibe, And again, I'm just thankful, man. And this is the first stream to the Real Texas Talk. I hope to link up with some of these cats on Twitter and whatnot, man. We got some nice guys out there, man, that do good content, do great work, and I'm very passionate about the team. I love my team. Everybody that know me know I love the team. I love my team so much that when I play Madden, I've been playing Madden for 20 years plus. I don't even play online with any other team but the Texans. Bad, good or bad, they know I love the Texans, man. I love the Texans, man. Good or bad. Ryan Mallett, I'm playing QB. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna make it work. But at the end of the day, somebody said something to me. I couldn't see my comment. Yeah, roll tide, huh? Boy, Jason Stoudemire say go. Look at St. Julian. What's up? Nick say go, Pat, go. Hey, I ain't hating on them boys, man. I ain't hating on them boys, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Nick and J-Bo, man. Shout out to y'all fellas, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. But again, I'm just glad to be here, man. And this is one of my passions, man. I've been had this in the works for years, and now I got the foundation. I have the tools, and I'm gonna use them, bro, to be able to speak my voice and join the ranks of all the content creators, all the people that can express themselves. 'Cause I wanna keep this community going, man. Shout out to wait a minute, man. Shout out to them Packers, man. We praying for your boy Jordan Love, man. We praying for your boy Jordan Love. That I still haven't understood or heard back what happened. Was it an MCL or what? Did he tear? How long is he out? I got to go back and check that out and see how long he out. Shout out to the Falcons, man. Kirk Cousins, man. Y'all need to go and put Penix in there, bro. Listen to me. Y'all need to put Penix in there. Go and get the new era started. See what he got. Because Kirk Cousins ain't going to last too long playing like he did as a veteran last week. And they gave this guy all his damn money. He ain't going to be able to last that long. But on another note, the owners of the team, man, shout out to them. Hannah and Cal, man, I met them both. They're very humble, nice people, man. Always willing to speak, take photos with you, and shake hands. And, whoever their PR manager was, they got this team turned around. Because now they the most beloved people outside of the owner of the Astros. They love, man, because of what they were able to do. One thing I'm going to say for the fan base is for training camp. Let me tell you one of the things that perturbs me that I hope they get this straight at training camp. If you got seats open when it's time to train, because they want you to have these wristbands if you get there early, yeah. But if you got seats open, why don't you get a line, keep track of who can go sit down and fill up those seats in training camp, because it's a lot of people standing off on the sides, and it'd be a lot of seats empty in that training camp stand that, you know, somebody may have got up or whatever, and maybe not even have ever sat down. And, you know, you could want somebody get up, okay, go ahead and go. Go ahead and go. You know, because sometimes, you know, people can get there a little late, and I know it's early the better, but some of these people are season ticket holders that can't even sit down, man. They spending their money, you know, for season tickets, and when training camp comes, they got to stand on the side just because they ran late. You don't know what happened. Traffic could have held them up. Maybe some emergency happened. So they need to work on that. You know, that's one thing that I'm going to say. They need to work on that part of it, because it'd be too hot out there for that. You know, it's hot. It'd be hot out there in H-Town. So, you know, they need to work on making it better experience for fans that, especially a diehard, man. It shouldn't be no reason that a season ticket member that's putting money on the team that's going to be at the games should have to be standing on the sideline. If I understand if the seats were filled because you got there late and they filled up, but if you got spots open because people have left and you still not letting them go sit down, hey, that's not good. I think people would agree with me that have had that experience out there. I think it's a lot of people that would agree with me on that. You know, but next week, tomorrow, I expect a much cleaner game from CJ. You know, I expect the defense to turn it up. I expect some sacks really this time, some real big sacks from the big guys, Daniil and Will Anderson. I think they're gonna turn up. You know, I think they're gonna turn up tomorrow, and it's going down, man. Y'all be sure to follow me on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, at blastoff_ENT. The content is flowing. We and shout out to the Real Talk podcast too, man. That's in play, man. So y'all, for those that are interested in other things, because I do this here, but I also run a podcast show too with me and the president, aka El Presidente, man, aka El Elijah. You know, we run that little thing there, man, and it's a good content for it's knowledgeable, man. We just talking about everything, everyday things that go on in the culture. You can tune into that on Spotify and Apple, wherever you get your podcast from. That's the RYL Talk podcast, man. You can check that out too. It's time for the truckers, people that riding in their trucks and stuff. Hey, that's good content for you, man. But we gonna roll this one out, man. It was a good little beginning show. It's my first show. I'm gonna try to do this thing here every Saturday before a game, or every Friday. I'm gonna put this on, man. We're gonna have some special guests on here. We're gonna link up with some of these other, you know, Texans content creators, man, that'll welcome me in, because I'm all about networking, and it's just a love. It's a family, man. It's a family, and we also welcome in other folks from other teams that can join the chat, man, and we can, you know, put some conversations together on stream, you know, for everybody to enjoy. And we can give our 2 cents, recap games or whatever, man, because, yes, I love my team at Texas, but I got respect for everybody. I ain't no hater. I got respect for all these teams out here, man. But I thank y'all, man, for, you know, tapping in with me and, you know, checking me out for the first time, man. I couldn't do it without y'all, man. Y'all the ones that make this thing go and make it float. But it's your boy Blastoff, man, and y'all know I'm broadcasting live from a secret location on Mars, everybody, man. I thank y'all, and I pray that y'all are having a good week, and go Texas, baby. Go Texas. It's all about them Texans, baby. Go Texas, man. We did it. Peace out.